Hey viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist. Welcome back to Cloud Gardens. This is the third episode. So, we're back here of course. We did the junkyard levels in the last episode. We're just going to continue on. We're on the rooftop section now. There's actually fewer levels technically on this one. So then we have the greenhouse where there's only two. So either we'll do all of rooftops in this episode or we may do rooftops plus greenhouse depending on how long it takes us. We're just going to throw ourselves back in and get this seed over here and start growing some shiz. I don't actually know what kind of plant this is that we got here. Let's do it on this bottom roof for a bit. Woof, that's a lot of stuff we got there. So you know how this goes. I think we've kind of really got the basic strategy of this game sort of pegged in terms of how you actually do it. You want to sort of harvest seeds as of when you get them. You want to keep things growing. I think there's a seed over there actually. Yes, straight away. Oh yeah, it's one of those trailing plants. Also, I should actually look at these. These things do actually have names on them, some of them. That's, well, I can't really read that because it's very faint lettering. Skya, something or other, I don't know. Monstera, is that? Opuntia? Pot something, and a wisteria. Okay, so these things do have names, but I've just been calling them the trailing plants, the cactus, the fruit plant, things like that. Okay, but like I say, yeah, we know strategy-wise how this game goes. Yeah, let's switch to that one for our next seed when we eventually get to that. So the whole idea really is you want to, obviously, like I said, keep growing your plant, harvest seeds as of when they appear, and then as soon as you get enough seeds for another plant, you want to get that down so you can maximise your growth potential and all that. Let's put some pipes up, maybe over here perhaps, or like this. They're going to sort of fall over. Oh god, well that just took out my entire plant, didn't it? That was not what I really wanted. Let me try, maybe actually let's try putting it on top of the air conditioner instead. So I you know how much I'm really enjoying this game at present. I've been saying it repeatedly. I must say, previous episode I didn't really have much in the way of commentary. I was just kind of saying similar things over and over again, wasn't I? But, well, you know how it is. Oh god, is that just going to fall down and take out some of the growth while they're at it? We've not really got any other kind of seeds just yet, have we? No, we really need to encourage seed growth. Okay, you can put pipes on the side of the building at least, which might be worth it. Is anything else actually growing here? Bonk, please. Really? You're not giving me any other seeds yet? Come on. Come on. Slap that on there. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be growing all of a sudden. Bollocks. If I ballsed it up, I quite possibly have done. Oh no, wait. There's a bit more growing there. Aha, here we go. Now there's a seed. Alright, let's get another plant going. Let's get another plant up on the go. Can we do it on the side of here? We can indeed. That is exactly what we want. Let's get some more seeds there, and that should give us another one. Fantastic. You see, it's like I say, we got the strategy of this game pegged. We know what it is we need to do. Especially since I was kind of fucking things up a little bit in the last episode, where I was kind of, certainly in some of the earlier levels, it felt like I was trying to sort of space my plants out, and as a result, that wasn't really growing things at the rate that I wanted them to. Because that's the thing, it's best to actually cluster the plants together, so that when you put the props down, it maximises the amount of return growth that you actually get. Let's get a different plant. Let's get one of the fruit ones, because I quite like the fruit ones. If we put that... come here, there we go. So if we put that one, sort of get it growing on the side there, I think that'll be good. Can we put that on there? We can indeed. No seeds on there just yet, but that's fine. We might be able to grow some more stuff if we... Hang on, let me think this through. If I put another pipe on here, maybe? Sort of in there? Yeah, that's precipitated a bit more. Okay, let's get seeds from there. That's fantastic. Ah, we got more down here. Right, we get another fruit plant out. So yeah, part of the strategy, apart from clustering all your plants fairly close together, is you want to obviously harvest the seeds as soon as they appear, and you know, make sure you've got plants down before you start putting props down. If that makes sense. I mean, it should do. It's not that complicated. But yeah, right. There's no other seeds that I can see at the moment on there, so let's try planting something else down, maybe here. Yeah, like that. There we go, we've got another seed there, that should unlock something else. Let's try getting a cactus, maybe? So each plant, of course, that you get in this generates sort of different numbers of seeds, and each seed you get maybe only fills the gauge up to certain extents. So that's again something else that obviously you have to bear in mind when you're trying to grow stuff. So what you obviously want to try and do, like I've been trying to do in this playthrough, certainly in the last episode or two, is to try and get a mixture of plants down so you're not overly dependent on any one kind. That way you've got a mix of stuff, because, you know, certain plant seeds, like the one I've got at the moment, when that gets a seed, that gives you one that fills up the entire gauge. The fruit one, I think, does about a third. The big sort of trailing wisteria ones, they do something like, what is it? Half of the gauge per seed, which is fantastic. So you see how much we're getting here out of that. Let's start picking some stuff. That should give us enough for another plant. So let's get another trailing wisteria. We'll get this seed and we'll put it on this big building in the background. So we'll get some more seeds in a second. Let's put that there. Get that, get that. Get that one. There we go. Just need a couple more maybe, if we've got those around, which we should do. There's one there. Okay, we've got enough for another one, so let's get another wisteria on the go. Maybe we can put it on the back here, or maybe up there, sort of. Yeah, that'll do. Let's get another wisteria. I'm going to sort of fill up maybe some of these other sides. So you see, you sort of start off by kind of starting in one particular point of the map and putting all of your plants roughly in the same vicinity as each other. But as time goes on, you can start spreading outward. And that sort of helps to grow additional stuff, which is exactly what you really want. What else? What else can we harvest? There's another cactus seed. Oh, I didn't mean to plant that there, but never mind. That's precipitated a bit of growth and given us another plant that we can get in place. Maybe, should we go for... Oh, I think we're done, actually. Hold on. Oh yeah, we're done. Don't need to worry about this anymore. Look at that, see? Fantastic. So that's your strategy, ladies and gents. Got some more stuff in the sandbox. That's fantastic. Now, onto this next area. I mean, it says rooftops. This looks more like the junkyard environment, but never mind. Okay, let's try putting that down, maybe in the middle. Right, let's see what kind of props we get. So I'm guessing those white dots towards the bottom of the screen represent how many props you actually get in total in this one. Oh, wow, what the... Oh, so we can put actual rooftops into this area. Just chonk them down like that. That's fantastic. Alright, we've got some seeds appearing, so we might as well start picking them up. Okay, not enough to get another one in just yet, but yes. There's more seeds here. Pick those up. And one more, we should be able to unlock the next one. Like so. Right, put that one down there, and then we'll plump this one down here. Oh, there we go, now we get a ton of plants. There's another seed there, and another one there. Another one there. So I hope you guys out there are all doing fine and you're enjoying Cloud Gardens. I know this is a bit more like a niche game, but you know me, I do like playing things like this. Now of course I did talk a little bit in the last episode about various games that I have on Steam, which I'd love to play at some point. So I mentioned like Death Stranding, for example, which I have now in my Steam library. And I don't think that seed actually planted correctly, but... Oh, maybe it did. Oh no, it's planted down there. Okay, it was a bit weird about it. But yeah, Death Stranding I now own. I actually got it on offer. So the thing was, by default on Steam, it was about friggin' 54 quid, which is a lot of money to have to throw down on just one video game. But then, during the summer sale that occurred not long ago, it was available, well... It was available for £10 less, so it was about 41 quid, something like that, there or thereabouts. And so I thought, you know what, shall I, shan't I? I sort of agonised a little bit. Should I throw down all that money? In the end I thought, fuck it, just do it. Just do it, as old Shia LaBeouf would say. And so I did. And it was kind of worth it, because let's be honest, you know, if it's going to go on sale again at any point, it probably isn't going to go again. It's not going to be on sale probably for a while yet. So it was probably worth me getting it whilst it was on offer. But yeah, I mean, Death Stranding is probably quite a big game. But who knows, maybe that's something I'd play on the channel at some point. Is that something people would be interested in? I don't see why not. I mean, you know, it would be very interesting, you know, from my own point of view. So, why not, eh? Right, let's get some more seedage. Let's try getting cactus down, I think. Just so we got some smaller seeds. Let's try putting that up here. That side. Then we'll get those seed clusters, and we will get another cactus going somewhere over here, maybe down in this section. That's what I'm thinking. Right, let's put that one sort of like that. There we go. That precipitates a fair bit of growth from all angles. So yeah, like I say, let me know in the comments. Death Stranding, would you want to see that on the channel? Because I certainly would be up for playing it. But yeah, I also mentioned Ghost of a Tale, obviously, last time. There's tons of games, you know, other ones that I didn't mention last episode. Which, again, I would probably be very interested in playing on the channel. Horror game-wise, things like Soma, which I've mentioned in other videos from other series. That's a game that I'd definitely want to play on the channel at some point, among other things. But, you know, I mean, the way me and Phil sometimes, you know, the way we decide to do collab videos, we use Wheel Decide, and we just enter a load of games that I have in my Steam library, and then whatever the wheel sort of picks out, we just sort of, well, we do that, basically. It's pretty good. But, you know, apart from Soma, there's just all kinds of games. Debris, things like that. Too many, really, for me to actually mention. You know what I haven't done in a while, though? I haven't done any Amnesia the Dark Descent custom add-ons in quite some time. Which, you know, would be something that would be interesting for me to do. Perhaps again sometime. It just depends if we find something that looks good. Because the problem is, with the amount of games, or the amount of games that me and Phil try to play as part of our recording sessions, we end up sort of, how to say, only being able to do so many episodes of certain games at a time. We usually pick out 3 games. Oh, sorry, I just burped a little bit then. How uncouth of me. What was I saying? You know, per recording session that we do, we try to pick out sort of like 3 games to record at a time, which is alright, yeah, it's fine. But, you know, it just means that we don't get through things very fast, that's all. Which isn't too much of a problem. I mean, a lot of stuff that I play on the channel, I just try to do it at a kind of leisurely pace, as it were. But, yeah, so there are various things we'd like to sort of get back to, which we haven't done in a while. You know, like Amnesia the Dark Descent, for example. Things like that. But like I say, that just depends on if we can find some good custom add-ons. Ones that are, you know, aren't too big or too long or anything like that. You know, it's been a while since we've had some good Amnesia jump scares, let's just say. I always remember one of the classic Amnesia the Dark Descent jump scares that we had was in that Rift custom add-on. That was the one, ladies and gentlemen, for anyone who can't remember. It was a short one. We completed the whole thing in one video. And there were these kind of spooky monsters, sort of humanoid, very tall figures, but with like gaping mouths and big glowy eyes. So they were quite, yeah, a little bit scary sometimes to look at, but it was a good one. It just got a good little jump scare out of us. It was fantastic stuff, really. That's another plant that we can potentially get going. Ah, look at that growing over there just nicely. Get those seeds off that one. Oh, that's not quite what I wanted, but never mind. We'll plonk that in there. We'll put that on the corner. There you are. And we're done. There we go. Overgrown this area just nicely. As always, of course, you know, speaking of games and things like that, feel free to leave your suggestions, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, is this a new plant that we're about to get here, perhaps? It looks like maybe. That looks different. What is that? Or is that different? Maybe it's not. Okay, maybe it isn't. Oh, let's put it in the plant tray. Okay, it looks like maybe just one of those regular ones that grows big. Alright, oh, we've got watering cans. Hello. can't have plants without a watering can you? Oh, and a big sort of water barrel. There we go. Got a big seed out of that. Well, that was a simple one, wasn't it? Ah, now it expands. Okay. Ah, so it's the big roof of a building. Isn't that awesome? Right, we can get this seed here, so let's do that. What was I saying? So yeah, speaking of games and all that, always feel free to leave suggestions for me. Obviously, I do get a lot of game suggestions. Sometimes, arguably, you know, too many to necessarily for me to necessarily be able to do. But it's fine, you know. I'm always happy to sort of take a look at things on Steam and whatever else have you, because people always kind of give me some good suggestions, you know. Let's put that up there, maybe. There we are. That was a good position. Right, let's get that seed there. What else can we put down? Maybe another watering can. Yeah, like that. And a little stool. There you go. Right, it's another seed, so we should be able to start... Oh, I was going to say, we should be able to start growing something else, but never mind, not yet. Just plonk that in there. Okay, we've got a big one there. If we could get just another wisteria one, though, first, before we start anything else. What's this? Can I chonk this down somewhere? Possibly there. There we go. Right, get that. Let's just get one of these for the time being. So yeah, what other sort of games, you know, people suggested to me from time to time? You know, people have recommended things like the Henry Stickmin collection, which I've never actually heard of. But I took a look at it on Steam, it looks like some sort of Newgrounds sort of thing. I wasn't familiar with it, but apparently it's quite popular. So, who knows, maybe that'll be a thing that shows up on the channel sometime. What else? Oh yeah, another one that once got recommended to me was a shooter called Darkest of Days, which apparently is like a sort of... It's a shooter that goes around through all kinds of periods of history. This is World War II, I think there's the American Civil War in it. That looks kind of interesting. I've actually got that in my Steam library, so potentially that would be something I'd be interested in playing, which would be awesome. But yeah, you know, I'm always open to suggestions for games, things like that. So feel free to let me know down in the old comments, eh? Because why the hell not? Let's plonk some stuff down up here in the meantime. Oh, that didn't quite go in, but never mind. Oh, it doesn't matter, because we're done. We've been growing up the side of that block there. Oh, wow. It's getting even bigger. Okay. We're just getting one giant-ass friggin' building as we go along here. Oh, look, the time of day sort of changed. Isn't that cool? Yeah. You know, speaking of the Henry Stickmin collection, now that I've mentioned that, I was looking at screenshots of that. That looks like something that might have originally been seen on Newgrounds or something back in the day. Newgrounds, of course, is a classic internet website. Well, internet website, that's a bit of a redundant statement, isn't it? Where else would you find a website other than on the internet? But it looks like something that probably started out on Newgrounds. Now, obviously I know a lot of people out there, you know, were probably followed a lot of the stuff that happened on Newgrounds back in the day, you know, years ago. But I can't say I really was. I didn't really know a lot about Newgrounds, to be honest, other than, you know, people on there always like to post edgy stuff. They always used to like making edgy cartoons and crazy flash games and things like that. At least that's what I seem to recall about it. But, yeah, it's not something I'm hugely familiar with myself, like I say. So, who knows? Maybe I'll have to look into it, I don't know. I'm just trying to think, are there any other games that people have sort of recommended to me? Look interesting. I remember someone a long time ago recommended that I try and play Red Faction. I do have that on my Steam library, I did buy it, but I never actually got around to playing it. Red Faction, of course, is actually an older game. I seem to recall that might have been, was it 2003-ish, Red Faction, when it was released? Quite some time ago. It's a shooter, basically. I recall it was set on Mars, something like that. But, yeah, that's something I'd probably be up for playing on my channel at some point. You know, I just tend to throw out random suggestions and see what people sort of warm to. Because that's the thing, I want to try and encourage, you know, plenty of viewer engagement in this regard. Because at the end of the day, because this is such a small channel, it feels like a nice little community for sort of like a small group of people. So as a result, people like to have that tiny little community feel going on, which is absolutely awesome. Alright, let's put that in there. So I'm just trying to think what else has been going on in my life recently that might be interesting to talk about. I mean, obviously there's work, which is going pretty standard at the moment. Not much really to say about that, other than courses are all going well so far. Students all seem to be relatively happy. But actually, there's interesting news, you know, since I'm kind of speaking about my job a little bit now, because obviously, you know, those of you who have watched various videos in my Sir playlist, you'll be sort of familiar with the fact that, of course, I am an academic. I teach particularly things like international relations and security-related subjects. And of course, a particularly topical subject which comes up time and time again in my work, in my line of work, I should say, is obviously cybersecurity, since that's the big thing, that's the big in thing, you know, in security studies at the moment, or one of them, rather, that is. And some interesting developments in the news, actually, recently. So, you know, the thing is, when it comes to cybersecurity, there's a big kind of debate over whether cyber war is actually a thing. I'm sorry, this is quite a heavy subject really to be discussing in a general red video, but you know, it's come to mind and I kind of want to talk about it because it's an interesting topic. But there's a big sort of debate in the scholarly field about whether cyber war is a real threat or not. I mean, obviously there's cyber attacks, you know, but usually it's on the scale of kind of criminality. People sort of hacking people's bank accounts or sending them dodgy emails so they can get access to their computers, things like that. And of course, a big point of contention in the debate over whether there is such a thing as cyber war is that is one of the definitions of war, is one of the criteria that an action has to meet for it to be classed as an act of war, that it causes harm to humans. You know, and for a long time there have been critics in the scholarly field who argue that because cyber attacks as of yet have not resulted in any sort of human casualty, that therefore means that cyber war is a bit of a buzzword that's kind of meaningless. But what's kind of interesting is that there's actually a police case going on at the minute in Germany, in Dusseldorf. I saw it on the news just this morning, actually, as when I record this, and basically there was apparently a cyber attack on a hospital. I don't know if the hospital was the primary target of the cyber attack, but essentially what happened was the hospital was hit by the cyber attack, whether intentionally or not, and it resulted in a woman, I think, who needed an operation being unable to have her operation, so the German kind of authorities tried to rush her to another location, but she died en route, sadly. And so that's an interesting case, because essentially the police are kind of now investigating to see could there be a reasonable case to suggest that that cyber attack has effectively led to someone's death. And if the conclusion of that is yes, the cyber attack can, well, her death rather, can be directly attributed to that cyber attack, or the effect of that cyber attack, then in essence what that means is it will be probably one of the first cases where a cyber attack has resulted in a human casualty, which has profound implications for kind of the whole idea, for the whole debate over whether cyber attacks constitute an act of warfare or not. It'll be an example that gets referred to in university seminars all over the world, let's put it that way. So yeah, I don't know why I started going into this very deep subject all of a sudden, but hey, why not, eh? We're all about the intellectual subjects here at General Red Strategist, which, you know, admittedly they don't really come up very often, do they? Intellectual subjects of discussion, but yeah, I'm not going to chonk that one. Oh, I just took out my seed without meaning to. There we go, put that on there. Right, let's plonk that one there. Yeah, we're getting a fair amount of good growth here, aren't we? Any seeds? Not yet by the looks of it on that one. There is one there, though. Yes. So cybersecurity, everyone. Very interesting field of scholarly debate. And probably one, you know, that will precipitate much debate for many years to come. As we move into the future. Right, hold on a minute. Need to see if there's somewhere else I can get some of these satellite dishes in. So yes, just getting back to the topic of conversation at hand. Cybersecurity and all that. Such a big subject. So in essence, you know, the whole debate about whether there is such a thing as cyber war kind of really hinges upon how you define war and what you define war to actually be. So of course you could go back for your old kind of Clausewitzian definition. It's an act of politics by other means, whatever else have you. Which is fine as a sort of definition, you know, it does kind of generally ring true. It is seen as being a fairly timeless definition, that one. But of course, some people, sort of from the kind of 90s, you had figures like Mary Caldor. Fucking hell, I cannot get that down on there, jeez. This is a bit of an awkward position, maybe I need to put things up top, actually. Like up here, maybe? There we go. That does kind of hit a few things, doesn't it? Now, I've got some seeds out of that, which is fantastic. There we go. If you could give me some more, so I can grow some more stuff. Yeah, anywhere? God, it's like spreading really rapidly up there, isn't it? That's pretty good. Getting a lot of growth. Fantastic. So yeah, so in the early 90s, of course, you had academics like Mary Caldor with the New Wars paradigm, things like that. And of course, in more recent years, you've had a lot of discussion about things like hybrid warfare as well. Hybrid warfare is one of those kind of interesting terms in the discourse at the moment, which, again, like many of these terms, it just elicits a lot of debate over what it actually is and whether it is indeed actually a thing. Because the thing is, when people think of hybrid warfare, they think of unconventional warfare, in essence. The use of all kinds of crazy instruments of power to try and have all kinds of weird effects. So you think, for example, of using unmarked troops to attack people's countries in concert with sort of cyber attacks and disinformation campaigns, things like that. But the thing is, you know, when you sort of look over history, you do kind of think to yourself, is there anything really actually new about hybrid warfare? Or is this actually just a sort of new buzz name for something that's actually much older, and which humans have always done throughout history? Because the thing is, if you look at any example of war, you'll find examples of humans seeking to target adversary weaknesses, and is that not essentially what hybrid warfare is just all about? Trying to target the weaknesses of whichever adversary you're looking at just through unconventional means. Because, you know, if you go back to the Second World War, for example, you'll find like Allied propaganda campaigns in the early stages, stuff like that. In essence, it's kind of the forerunner of cyber misinformation campaigns that you see today. So, in that respect, you know, what's actually new? There better be some seeds around here, otherwise I may have just fucked myself over a little bit. Please, give me seeds. Because, oh god, don't tell me I've actually fucked myself over right at the last minute. Oh no, there's some seeds there. There we go. Right, if we just get, I think, another plant down somewhere, what would be the best place? Maybe on here, perhaps? Or... ooh. We just need a little bit more growth and we can complete this stage. Okay, let's just get this one out. Oh, I can't. I need more seeds. What am I doing? Shit. Do I actually need to restart? Oh no. Wait a minute. There was a fruit cluster hidden down there somewhere. Please tell me that this one will now just tip me over the edge as I need. Please. Up there, maybe? Come on. There we go. That was all I needed. I swear to God, if I planted that and then I ended up stuck without any more seeds or anything, and I had to restart that area, that would have sucked so bad. But at least we got that. Let me get on to a new area. Oh, hello. Got your friggin' washing line up there. Alright, what do we got? Which one's this? Is this a wisteria type one? Can I actually plant it on the clothes? Ha, I can, yeah. That's possible. I don't know if that's actually the best area for it, but I don't know. Things should be in the radius when we start putting stuff down. We can get like a little table up here. Yeah, see, look at that. Maybe some lawn chairs as well. We've got plenty of gnomes. We could have a proper good gnome party once again, or set up some good gnome parties. Right, get that seed there so we can start things off. What's that? Oh, it's a barbecue. Okay. Chonk that down in there, and that. Oh, I've not had a good barbecue in some time. Problem is, summer has kind of now passed us by, so yeah. Summer kind of passed by, and it was okay. Not the greatest, but not the worst either. Let's put a chair on top there. There we go. Another seed. Let's get another plant. Let's get one of these ones. If we put this one maybe on the barbecue, not to roast it, but just to get something else growing. I could put another table in there, couldn't we? That's more like it. Get a chair on top of that. Seed cluster. Thank you very much. And one on there as well. So just keep things clustered together so that they all grow. Like so. There we go, another seed there, fantastic. That gives us more to actually work with. Lovely, and that's not what I want to do. Don't want the gas canister just yet, thank you very much. Let's put that one there, on that table. There we go. Right, now let's put the gas canister down, maybe over there. Fell down a bit, but never mind. So as I was saying, you know, UK summer, it came and went nice and quick. The thing about barbecues is, you really need sort of good weather for them. But of course, weather over here in the UK can sometimes always be a bit shoddy at times. And sometimes you get it nice and warm, but then it only lasts for a certain amount of time. So before you can get any of your barbecue ingredients, well, it's too late. It's already done and dusted, and there's not much else going on, so it's like, well, shit. I wish we had some proper sun for a change, so I could actually start growing something, because that would be awesome. But what can you do, eh? I didn't want to pick that up just yet. I wanted to get one of these gnomes. Oh, bollocks. I didn't want to put that there, but never mind. I think maybe we need to put some stuff over here, perhaps. There we go. So how was summertime for everyone else, ladies and gents? I know it's a bit late for me to be talking about this, but, you know, it's never too late to talk about summer. At least in my opinion, it's not. Was summer good in other countries? Was it nice and hot? Did you get yourself an opportunity to have a good old barbecue? Did it happen, folks? Or did you end up being like here in the UK? A bit of a, you know, it had moments where it wasn't particularly good. Can I not get that in there? No, apparently not. Has to go up here. Never mind. Of course, you know, now that it's autumn, obviously soon it'll be Halloween, and then after that Christmas. Bloody hell. Where does the time go? It always feels like sometimes it goes very, very fast. Especially when you're not concentrating on it. Right, let's get those. There we go. Let's put another of these bad boys in somewhere. Maybe kind of down there. TV, in you go. Boom. There we are. So incidentally, the day as of when I record this is a Friday. It's in the afternoon. Most of the jobs for the day, work-wise, are now done, which is good. So I'm kind of relaxing with a round of Cloud Gardens, which I figured would just be a good way to unwind after a nice day's work. Because at the moment, I've been having a few seminars online, doing all kinds of stuff. That just fell off. But I've been doing seminars online, like I say, and apart from that, monitoring discussion forums, because the thing is, a lot of the courses at the moment are still kind of working offline. They're online, rather, I should say. Though my workplace is hoping to maybe go back to some residential teaching fairly soon, which will be good, you know. But what else am I thinking? Put stuff down there like that, that'll be fine. But, you know, once we get back to some residential teaching, I think that'll be fantastic. Because it'll be good to see everyone again, I do think. Since it's been quite a while. But it all really depends on just how this COVID-19 lockdown goes, because there's been all kinds of guidelines coming out from UK government, things like that. So we just got to friggin' pay attention to what's being said. There we go, done this area. Nice. That's the only thing, you know. I try to be sort of, how should I say, I try to sort of be understanding of the position that the government is in here in the UK over COVID. Because at the end of the day, we've not had a proper pandemic like this for quite some time in the world. And so, you know, a lot of us are kind of moving in the dark, so to speak, if we're honest. But that's the thing, it's just sometimes people have been criticising the government, you know, for sort of confusing response at times, and I can kind of understand that. It has been confusing. I certainly don't think that it's helped that there have been accusations of course, certain government members not quite abiding by their own rules. But why am I turning this into a political discussion? What's going on? Good lord. Yeah, let's not get too political, shall we? Otherwise that's going to be a bit crazy. Don't want to end up triggering anyone, do I? Yes. Throw that down there. Let's get that seed. That one as well. Right, I've got something else growing there. That's actually a little balcony. So I'm actually building a structure here as we go along, which is very interesting, isn't it? Can I chunk that in? I can. There we go, there's another thing there. Are we even going to need all these props? I don't actually know if we are, to be honest, because we're actually not far off done in this area. Right, let's get another cactus. Everybody loves a cactus, do they not? Yeah, we could always chonk that on there, couldn't we? Like that. That has actually... oh, that's actually taken... Oh no. For a second I thought it had taken the gauge down. No, the gauge is creeping back up again as things regrow. Sorry if I'm knocking the microphone a little bit there. But, what can you do? So, you know, since we've been talking a bit about games, obviously on this in this video, what sort of games are you playing? You guys playing out there at the moment? Particularly ones you've been enjoying. There we go. Done that area. That's looking good. Fantastic. See how much stuff we're getting in sandbox mode. Aha. Now hold on a minute. Are we in oh, we're not done yet. We've still got more in the rooftop section. Okay, there's a thing there. We can break open it. Oh, is this a new seed? Aha, it is. What's this? I can't actually read that, but... I don't know what it is. Okay, let's put it in the growth tray and just see how it does. Oh, is it a tree? Oh, cool. There are actual trees now. Hot damn. Now that's what you want to see, isn't it? Holy shit. So I wonder what the properties of that are going to be. Right, we've got paint boxes and paint boxes. Paint tubs, rather. My tea is actually getting a bit cold. I need to drink it up. Right, we could get a tree actually in there, couldn't we? Which I think would be great. Let's put that in there, into the growth box. And now we get an absolute ton of stuff. Watering can. Chunk that one down in there. Good stuff. What's that? That's a chair. Okay, let's put that in the corner. So what are the seeds on this one? Oh, I just picked... Oh, right. They're apples. Hello. Oh, it's an apple tree. Okay. Okay, so I think about 3 or 4 of those unlocks another seed. Right, let's get another of these fruit things down. Do you reckon we're going to need another seed here? Because the gauge is already looking pretty full. So I reckon we'll be good. Yeah, we're done. We're done here. Man, the addition of the tree, that's quite an interesting one, that is. God, I really need to drink my tea up, it's going cold. Some big levels here, isn't there? Alright, we're getting all the sort of trees here, aren't we? Which is pretty good. Right, that's growing. That's fantastic. Let that grow up. Oh, is this just... Okay, that's a short one, that is. On to the next area, then. There, chunk my tea up. I don't know what I'm going to have for evening meal tonight either, though. Oh god, I didn't mean to pick that up just yet, whatever that is. It's a growth tray, isn't it? Right, let me just get those. There we go. Right, maybe we could put another growth tray up there, and maybe put another tree in it. Get 2 trees on the go. On the go. Yes. Oh, hold on, our gauge is already pretty full. Oh, this might actually just fill it up. Potentially? Yeah. All we need is 2 trees. Fantastic. Oh man, the sandbox mode is going to be amazing when we get around to doing that. Seeing what there actually is. Okay, we've got a new thing here. Let's just actually count how many clusters of apples it actually takes to fill up that right gauge. So 1, 2, that's 2, 3. Okay, 3. That's how many it takes, and you get a lot of them on, you know, on one tree, which is absolutely awesome. Right, let's go for these ones. Let's get some hot wisteria action in here. Is that a phrase you ever thought you'd hear here on the channel, ladies and gentlemen? I doubted it. Or I doubt it, rather, but yeah, we'll get that on the go. I mean, depending on how much this fills up the left gauge, this may be all for this level. You know? Let's have a look. How's it doing? Yep, that was all we needed. Oh god, my nose. What the hell? What's going on? Wow, this is a big map, actually, isn't it? Which is pretty good. But I think we'll be okay, ladies and gents. Slap it down. There we go. Is that going to fill it up? Maybe? There we go. Now it's filled up. Oh, we got another growth tray there, but we don't need it. I guess that was to put maybe another tree up there, but no need for that. We're off to a new area. This one. Oh, okay. So how many more levels have we got in this? 3. Okay, so each of the new areas you get in a scene, in one where it, you know, you put things on one little space, then suddenly it puts another part of the map up. That's actually classed as just one level, it seems. I'm guessing. Right, give me the tree. We'll put it in the growth bed. Like so. Boom. There we are. Right, let's actually just wait for it to grow first, and then we'll get the apples off it. There we go. 3. Right. Let us get some wisteria growing. Let's actually sort of concentrate on this side first. So put that there like that. There we go. Get the gnome in there. There's always a gnome you have to put in. Right. More apples. Oh, we're done. Never mind. That was another simple one. So I think, hang on, is there 2 more? Oh no, wait a minute. Yeah, this is definitely classed as the same level then, is it? Yes, it is, see? It hasn't advanced to the next one. We have to get this area done. Let's maybe get another tree, shall we? Can we put one in there? Is that possible? We'll see. Yeah, that'll go in there apparently. That's fine. So we could maybe start putting some stuff here. Okay, we've got some stuff there out of that one. Oh, we're done. Is it going to give us another area? Yeah, it is. Okay. There's a lot of big levels actually in this area, isn't there? That's kind of glitched through that tree a bit, but never mind. Oh, okay. Wow, we got 2 new areas just straight off the bat, like that. Oh, man. That's why I love this game. There's another growth tray over there, so maybe another tree? That's what I'm thinking. I love these trees. Tree time's our go. Because why not? Right, one more. There we go. What can we get in next? Maybe more of this. Where should we put it though? Maybe over here on that surface. No, I don't want the chair. I want this. I want the wisteria. Oh, there's a plant actually growing there, which should be pretty good. Maybe we can put it on the ladder. Yep, that goes there. Okay, good. Chair in there, please. You see, that gets a lot of stuff. Right. Need more apples on the tree. Oh, what's that? See that one? What is that? Is that a toy dinosaur? Yeah, it is. Bloody hell. Put that there, maybe. Just get some more apples. So we can get another plant on the go, and that'll be fantastic. Stick it on the side there. Gonna get another set of binocs. Or a telescope, whatever it is. Right, I think we're nearly done. In this area, at least. Are we done? Nope, not yet, apparently. That's gotta surely have got us over the edge. There we go. Fantastic. Fantastic elastic. Props for use in sandbox mode. Okay, this should be the final area then. in this, right? Oh no, second time. God, bloody hell. I keep forgetting, ladies and gents. What's this one? Is this one of those? Those are normal big plants? I think it is. Yeah, that's one of those ones. Okay, that's fine. So we put the bobbin in there. Gonna give us a seed? Yes, you are. Fantastic. Maybe then we can get a big tree in this other one. That's what I'm thinking. Like this. As we've got a couple of different types of seed now. Well, capable of being produced, that is. Let's wait for it to sprout some apples and then we'll get growing some more stuff. Oh no. Hold on, it's going to give us another area. Oh! We unlocked a load of teddy bears and toy dinosaurs. Okay, this must be the final area then. Oh. Okay, we've got some spread out areas, it seems. Right, what would be the best place? Maybe on this area, up here, I think. Might be best for growing some stuff. Ooh, hello. Ah, we got building pieces. Okay. So we can just chonk some stuff on the side, like so. To sort of expand the space out. Oh, you see, when it's so overgrown, it does become hard to spot any seeds that are hidden in this whole mess of stuff. Ah, there's one on the other side. Good. Pull it out. Let's get it growing. Like so. Boom. We can just get maybe this big one up here grown. We'll get more out of that. Because we're so close to getting it done. Can I pick that one? I can. Ah, there's a big one there. Right, let me just check for other stuff first. Okay, we're going to get this done, ladies and gents. We're going to get the rooftop section of the game done and dusted. Let's get this wisteria on this side over here. There we are. I've got lots of seeds over hither. Done. Didn't even need to go over to those two edges. God, I just completely overgrew most of that thing. Flipping heck. What an absolute fucking mess that is. It's good. So we're getting all these building pieces as well, which is fantastic. Oh, hang on, are we done? Oh, I think we're done. Okay. I think this is the greenhouses area. Alright. So, yeah, rooftops, complete. So it's episode 3 then of Cloud Gardens. I might as well wrap up here. So we'll take a look at the greenhouse stuff. There isn't actually much of it. There's basically only 2 scenes in the greenhouse area. That's just a preview. Heavy industry and train stations. Those are 2 things which are not yet implemented, because obviously, like I said at the start of the Cloud Gardens bonus playthrough, this game is in early access, so they'll come at some point. Don't know when, but they will. So probably I'll do the next episode. We'll do the greenhouse and then we'll do a bit of sandbox just to have a look at that. But yeah, hope you'll join me for that then, ladies and gents. Other than that, I'll sign off now. Facebook and Twitter links down below, along with the link to my propagandist channel, blah blah blah. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the jazz. Other than that, thank you everybody, and goodbye. Oh, maybe we just go out here then. Okay, let's do it. Just got to keep our eyes peeled for any sparkly bits. That door. Okay, no. It's a very little ticket printing machines there, card readers. Let's go upstairs. Uh-oh. This don't... What's happening? Oh my god! That's a lot of dancing Monokumas, okay. Yeah, party!
There's way too many of them. Let's go back.
Okay, now we're going back. We have to go through the other exit, don't we? I mean, they could have, just join the